Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think our slides are still going. I don't know what's happening with the music, but good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll wait for those slides to go out. Thank you for joining Good Life Program for Healthy Aging. I think we're at the end of it now. All right. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I think we're highlighted on the food. Naya, if you could highlight me. Thank you. All right. There you guys go. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining us today. Hey, Yolanda. Hi. We are so happy to be here. The sun is back out, which is really good. Thank you for joining the Good Life Program for Healthy Aging. This is Let's Get Cooking. My name is Shanette. My lovely co-host and producer is Naya. Hey, Naya. Hello. All
Hello.
right. Hi, Naya. All right. So today we're going to be making a roasted carrot dip. Okay. So this dip, it's going to be relatively simple, but it's going to, the roasting is going to take up most of the time. So let's go ahead and get started with listing the ingredients for that dip. But before we do that, I want you guys go ahead and make sure you get your ovens preheated to 400. And if you're feeling frisky, 425, I'm always like, well, let's get this party going. So depending on your oven, so if you have a decent oven, or you can use your air fryer. Air fryer is always an option, okay, if you don't want to use your oven. All right, so we're going with 3 to 4 medium carrots peeled and chopped. And we can do it not too small, not too, I'll show you when I'm cutting, not too small, not too big. 2 to 3 garlic cloves peeled. 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil for roasting, and you can use olive oil or avocado oil, whatever oil of your choice. A half of teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of turmeric, salt to taste, 1 small piece of ginger, about 1 inch, peeled and chopped, 1 cup. It says butter beans, so I could not find butter beans. I went to like 3 stores, could not find butter beans. So we looked up an alternative. You can also use white beans. So if you picked up the ingredients from us, we use white beans. You can use white beans. You can also use garbanzo beans. And I think there was a couple of other navy beans, but you can use a different type of bean if you could not find butter beans, because I could not. Okay. So we want 1 cup of whatever type of white beans you're using, canned, rinsed and drained, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, adjust to taste, 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil for blending and finishing. Okay. Any questions about the ingredients? Is everybody okay? Yes, Adelia. Go ahead and unmute yourself, because I see you in the camera holding your cup of beans.
Do we have to rinse these?
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't rinse them.
Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, we just scooped them up out the can. We drained them, but we did not rinse. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Guys, good? All right, let's get this party started. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is get to preparing my carrots. Now, there's gonna be some questions, I'm sure, about like, do we rinse? I mean, do we peel the skin off? You can. I'm probably not going to, because we're gonna roast them. And I think a lot of nutrition lies in the skin. Okay. So I actually don't always peel the skin off of my carrots. Sometimes my beets also, especially like when I'm roasting, sometimes sweet potatoes, I'll leave the skin on, especially if you're going to blend it. Nobody will know. It's not going to be anything. I think the only time I really peel the skin off of my carrots is if I'm shredding them for like a salad, and it's just the aesthetically pleasing looking thing. But other than that, I wash them really well. Which, thank you, Irma. Irma said to everything. She's the sweetest person ever. And so I'm not going to peel the skin off. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop them. So I'm going to go ahead and take that little butt end off. And of course, we are officially in fall equinox, so it's fall. So we're going to start doing fall things, okay? So save your scraps. Carrots are a great scrap to save. to make your vegetable broth for all of your soups, stews, and whatever else you need broth for during this season of fall equinox, okay? So I'll go ahead and cut that in half. I'll cut those halves in halves, and then I'm going to slice them, move this out the way, right down the middle, okay? So let me move this closer. Oh, got runaway carrots. And carrots are super nutritious for us. They're high in vitamins. Well, that's a little loud, honey. Let's turn it down a little bit. All right. And so Naya will tell you all about all of the health benefits of carrots now.
Carrots are rich in beta carotene. They are precursor to vitamin A, supportive in eye health and immune function, and even high in fiber, which aids in digestion. It contains many antioxidants that may reduce the risk of chronic diseases.
That music is a little bit louder than your voice. Can you turn the music down a little bit, please?
I'll just turn it off then.
All right. So we're just, and that sounds like Halloween music. What happened to our duty-free jams?
I actually couldn't hear it. Like the thing was at a low volume, so I don't know
And
what
that
you were
one's still
hearing.
loud. Did you turn it off or turn it down? It hasn't.
I turned it off.
No, we can still hear it. So maybe it's on here. Where's that music coming from? It's something on here. You guys got to check. Because sometimes there's a program on here that's playing music and it's in my ear. All right. All right. So we're just getting can you guys hear that music or is it just me? Can anybody else
Yeah,
hear it?
it's just you.
No, there's something on here then. Look, what's on the other page?
And for all the people who have just entered, we have preheated our ovens to
Shut
400,
that whole thing off.
and now we are chopping up our carrots into
There's
nice
something down there.
blender, food processor size friendly.
Look at the
And yeah.
Spotify is on. The Spotify is on. See the Spotify? Turn that off. There we go. It was that. Okay.
All right, so
Sorry,
let
it
me
was me.
see.
I know you guys were like, what is she talking
Yeah, I'm
about?
just like, I don't even have it up high.
It was Spotify on my thing, and it's in my ear, and it was like Transylvania music. It was super weird. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. All righty. All right. So I have my carrots. How many carrots did I just chop? Did I do? I already did three. Was anybody watching me? Because I was just
I think you
chopping.
did
Because that
3
music.
because you had about like 4 up there.
No, I had about 6 of them. So okay.
Oh,
So I think
well,
this is
yeah,
good.
no.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Now I hear your music.
Yeah, okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, the other one was super loud in my ear.
Yeah, you said Halloween
Okay.
music. I looked over. I said, I don't know. The Hotel Transylvania playlist is not on.
I know, and this, let me tell you, honey, it's been a rough September, so I'm like, I know I'm not losing my mind because I am low key losing my mind a little bit over here, but I know not like that. All right, so I'm just gonna try to make these as even as possible. You want them to all be around the same size. They don't have to be perfect, but just so they cook, at a steady rate. Okay, you want them to cook evenly. So now I'm gonna get my little bowl, and I'm gonna add my oil in. And what did it say? It says 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil for roasting. So we got a 1 and a 2. All right, so I'm adding in, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add in all of my seasonings. And I'm not gonna forget, we also have to add in our garlic. We're gonna roast our garlic too. So we're gonna peel our garlic. So you can either throw that garlic in with the bowl of oil and season it with the carrots, or we can just peel the garlic and just throw it on the pan. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and add it in with my seasonings. All right.
And those seasonings are a drizzle of oil, cumin, paprika, turmeric, and salt.
Okay. So while I'm getting that together, just going to mix this up really well. I'm going to go ahead and throw my carrots in, but I'm not going to mix yet. So once again, you can add your garlic in with your carrot, which I think I'm going to do. Excuse me, my allergies they've
Bless
been
you.
acting up the past couple days. Thank you. Or you can just throw that garlic right on top of the pan. I'm going to go ahead and season that garlic with my carrots. All right, so I'm going to crush that garlic because garlic is really good for you. And when you break it open like that, it releases the allicin, and it has some other really healing and amazing antifungal, antimicrobial properties that Naya will tell you about now.
Yes, those amazing allicin properties are sulfur-containing compounds formed when garlic is chopped, crushed, or chewed. It has antimicrobial properties, is effective against bacteria, viruses, fungi, and even some parasites. It's also good for heart and blood vessel health. It can help reduce cholesterol and triglycerides by supporting a healthy blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels and improving circulation and may even prevent os
Osteoporosis?
no, I was looking at the word, but uh yeah, we're just gonna skip that one. Atherosclerosis.
We're not skipping it. We're gonna sound it out. Come on, we can do it.
ATH, and then I have this retainer in. It's a whole bunch of lists going on. I barely can talk. Like my speech is already a little messed
Oh,
up.
oh my God. So Naya got her braces off. Congratulations, Naya. I think that's lovely. But now she has on a retainer. So it's a whole nother journey. So let's go ahead. What is it that what's the word?
Atherosclerosis.
Atherosclerosis.
Atherosclerosis. I'm gonna put
If
in
you
the
put it
chat.
in Google and ask it to pronounce it for you, it'll help you out.
Let's do this
This is
speech.
why it's really amazing to get these things free and get them. That's why I always, yeah, we will figure it out. We're not gonna skip over it. We're gonna accept the challenge. All right, so I am go ahead and mixing up all of ooh, lost a carrot.
Atherosclerosis.
Atherosclerosis.
It,
Get a definition of what that is, because I'm
it
not sure
is
what
the
that.
buildup of fats, cholesterol, and other substances in and on the artery walls.
Okay, yeah, which is really important, okay?
Mhm.
Yeah, you want to make sure that and this, why we're going to figure it out because artery buildup, plaque and things build up on the artery walls is one of the leading indications of heart attack, okay? So you want to make sure that we're cleansing those things. So this is why it's important for us to figure it out. We're not going to skip over it. Because definitely having those artery walls clear are good. Okay, so I just want to show you guys, I just have a nice little mix. Got my carrots and my garlic, and the garlic, I crushed it, but I did not break it up. Okay, I'm going to leave that garlic whole because we don't want it to burn. And my oven is already preheated. And I'm going to go ahead and lay out my carrot. And I did have a few more carrots. I wasn't sure if they were going to work, but I have some more oil in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a good mixy and lay that carrot out. We want those carrots to not be piled on top of each other if possible. So get them all flat on the sheet. And if you can, get those carrots like face down, that cut side, that flat side down like that would be very helpful into helping get those carrots cooked right, because it's going to be the whole surface of the carrot will be cooked. So you get a nice caramelized vibe going on.
And shout out to our lovely participants on Facebook and YouTube. Do know that we do broadcast these
Absolutely.
on our social media pages.
Thank you, Nye. And a big shout out to Vivian. We have Vivian in the office this week, which is always a pleasure. So if you guys were able to see Vivian at the food pickup yesterday, hopefully you guys gave her a warm hello. All right, so I have all of my carrots, well, mostly all of them, turned flat side down. My garlic is tossed in there. All right, so you just see how I have my carrots positioned. I'm going to get those carrots in the oven as fast as possible because we need to roast them for 20 to 25 minutes. So we're going to have 20 to 25 minutes
So we're at 11:20, a minute
of
from
just us talking.
11:40, 11:45. They should be done.
All right. All righty. So while our carrots are in the oven roasting, so I have a couple things. With this dip, you can do a couple things. You can make this dip. You can eat it as a dip, right? You could use, some bagel chips, some warm pita bread, carrots, other vegetables. You can make it as a dip, or you can use it on a spread for like a sandwich or some type of lettuce wrap. All right, it's good. It's going to hold in your refrigerator for probably, I would say, at least up to 5 days, at least at a minimum of 5 days, as long as you have it in a nice sealed container. So it's very versatile and how you could eat it. You can have it if you want to make yourself a nice bowl and just add it on a bowl with some quinoa, whatever your other roasted vegetables are. But it would be a nice dip to add on top of that bowl, okay? So the next steps for this dip are going to be to blend after the carrots come out of the oven. Do we have any questions while we're waiting? We have 20 to 25 minutes. So we're just going to talk. Any questions?
And this will be a good sandwich spread as well.
Yeah, I think an amazing sandwich spread. For sandwiches, like I said, sandwiches, wraps, you're absolutely correct. Amazing sandwich spread. I mean, we got to get real creative, right, when it comes to food. Because sometimes I used to feel like, gosh, I'm so hungry, but I'm so bored with food. Like I used to get really bored because I felt like I was just eating the same things over and over again. But over the past 5 years, I've really adopted a lot of different recipes and different ways to cook vegetables into my repertoire, which has been really great. So I never really get bored. Like when I want something to snack on, a couple of things have happened. I stopped completely eating anything like fast food. I'm not gonna lie, I like to eat out. I like good food. So I'll still eat out, but it's always been relatively healthy. And I didn't really eat a lot of like hamburgers like at fast food, but I might go, well, a chicken sandwich is okay, but I don't even do that anymore. I'll make sure like that I pick up something or I eat something at home. So that's, learning all of these different recipes makes it really easy to keep yourself on track when it comes to eating healthy. Let's see, what else do we have? Another thing that because this is carrots, right? And we're kind of transitioning out of summertime. We are officially into fall. So maybe you don't use carrots, but you can roast ultimately anything. You could use sweet potato, you could use beets, whatever you can roast. You can get creative and switch out the carrots for something else. You can use carrots and add, another vegetable, another root vegetable to your dip. So I think a purple sweet potato might be like real bomb. Like that sounds really good. So definitely get creative with these meals. Any questions so far? Does everybody have your carrots and garlic in the oven? Are you ready? Yes. Hey, all right, Yolanda's good. Mary C is good. Can I get let's get can you make it wide view, Irma, or you know what? Hand me the mouse. Just the mouse. Oh, it's on this. Oh, God, we need a wireless mouse. It's not going to stretch. Yeah, you got to do it. We need a wireless mouse. And I could do it myself. Make it gallery view in the corner somewhere. View right there. Uh-huh. There we go. Now I can see everybody. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Dolores. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Mary Allen Crowley. And Mary C. I got two. Y'all both the Mary C's. And on my screen, you guys are right next to each other. And so, Yolanda, let me tell you something, girl. So yesterday we was out in the parking lot. We was getting set up for the food distribution. And if anybody that is like really close to me know, I've been having the roughest September, boy. When I tell you September has been whooping me. When I say beating me up, September would have put on their boxing gloves and just been tearing me up all month. And I was in the parking lot and I was telling Vivian, I was just like, I am so tired. I need to take a break. I sometimes I'm just like, I don't know if I'm coming or I'm going. And Vivian was like, yes, you know, you have to make sure you're taking care of yourself, which is, it happens, right? I think as human beings, as women, as community, whether you're woman, men, you have families, you're showing up for community. And sometimes, you know, life starts to life and it happens. You have to have some perspective and be able to, have the discernment to like take some time for yourself and not feel guilty. But I was in the midst of like, God, it was a rough day and it was starting to rain and stuff. And Yolanda pulled up just out of nowhere. Skirt. Hey, Shanette. I was like, hey, Yolanda. She's like, you know, asking about the ingredients. She didn't get an opportunity to sign up. And then she was like, you know, thank you so much. And this class just means so much to me. And I've lost, how many pounds have you lost, Yolanda? She was telling us it was about 14 or more pounds, right? You know, from doing this class. And I just want you to know, I just want to tell you that in my moments, and I'm going to really try not to cry, in my moments where I feel really weak, you have no idea those small things that show up that tells me to keep going. You know, we have a saying in our community, you know, the devil is busy. And sometimes when you are working really hard and you think you're doing all the right things, things happen, and you know, we try not to take it too personal. And sometimes it's just these little messages that come. And I'm a firm believer in, you know, God speaks through people, through situations, through just the people that you interact with. It could be a very small transaction of conversation, but it was just like the little bit of light. And I told Vivian, I said, man, remember I told you, I said, man, just right when I'm like, oh God, I'm so tired. And then here you come like, girl, so you gonna be all right. You out here doing the Lord's work. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all for just loving on me and just affirming that this program is really helping you, because that's what we're here for. But I'm taking next week off. So just know that I need to take a break. I need to take a mental health break next week. And so I will be doing that. And Naya and Irma will be teaching next week's class, but it's going to be lovely. We will be doing a food distribution. I'll make sure the food is there. I'll make sure you guys have the ingredients, but you won't be seeing me because I'm just going to take a moment to gather myself, which is really, and to make sure that when the week after that is our farmers market, that I'm ready to go. And so, yeah, but I'm taking a week to get my mind right. So thank you very much to all of y'all, but thank you, Yolanda, because you have no idea that you pulled up right in the nick of time with a really sweet message. All right, anyways, moving on. How many of y'all out there felt that earthquake that happened on my goodness gracious? Yeah, a lot. That earthquake was something else. Yeah.
Late, yeah,
There was another earthquake?
before 6 a.m. late.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Really? Okay. All right. So Irma said there was another earthquake. I didn't feel it. I'm pretty sure I wake up like around 5:30, but I think I went back to sleep. Um, so who is that? Jeanette said you never felt any of that? Girl, that one that happened at 2:56 on the 18th, the morning of the 18th, I was actually awake. I was fully awake and I should have been asleep. I was watching TV, snacking in my bed. And if anybody was fully awake, you heard the earthquake before it actually happened. You was up, Gloria was up. It was like the earth's stomach was like, "Roar." It was like this weird rumble. It was really, really loud. And then my whole building just said, and I was like, oh, and I hopped up. So I want y'all to make sure that you are prepared, in the event, because, in California, we have a saying, and this weather that we've had, and what do we call it, y'all? Earthquake weather. Yes, we do. We've been having earthquake weather. And so it's like something like if you grew up here, because yesterday it was warm and it was raining. And so, but I do not want anybody to get caught off guard. So please make sure you have your valuables, and some clothes. Like if you go to bed, just have like a little bag or something just in case something happens, because I feel like we are approaching that season where something might go on. Dolores, did you just take a shot of olive oil? Oh, what is that? What is that? Liquid collagen? Unmute yourself. Go ahead. There you go, Dolores. There you go.
It's liquid CoQ10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what is that for?
Superior absorption of whatever you're all the vitamins.
Oh,
It helps you to
awesome.
better.
To be absorbed. Okay, I love that. So helps you to absorb all of the vitamins and minerals out of your food better. Okay. Yeah, so that's a gut health support.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, so you guys, shout out to everybody that felt that earthquake. It was definitely interesting. So apparently we've had a few since that day. All right. Anybody have anything to say about the earthquake? Who felt it? Who wants to talk about it? Anybody want to talk about it?
I was awake too, Shanette, and it was one of those earthquakes where it was no doubt. Sometimes you question, was that an earthquake?
Yeah,
This one was no doubt.
yeah, for sure. It was yeah, that was absolutely an earthquake. And the funny thing, I woke up and I ran to my kids' rooms because I was trying to wake them up because, anytime there's a big earthquake, you're scared. We're waiting for the aftershocks, right? So I'm like trying to go get the kids up. My kids were knocked out, and I could not get them up. And I was just like, whatever. I have to, if something happens, but then. So that happened at 2:56. So it took me like another 2 hours to actually be able to go to sleep, and I had to work the next day. So, because now I'm paranoid of the aftershocks, but everything's been fine. So, we'll keep our fingers crossed that everything is okay. Okay. Because we got enough stuff going on in this world. That's the last thing we need right now is to have to deal with the earthquake. How many of y'all folks were in the Mind, Body, Spirit session yesterday with Dr. Rita Hargrave? That was a good session. That's really important. So the more I'm learning about sleep, because I think I've almost kind of prided myself of being able to burn the candle at both ends. I'm up, I'm working all day. I stay up pretty late. I get, about 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. And that is not healthy for us at all. We got to get some sleep. So I've been trying to go to bed earlier and get at least 8 hours of sleep because, sleep, being sleep deprived could be a contributing factor of dementia. Okay. And we know that Daylight savings is coming up soon. We're going to lose an hour, right? We move the clocks forward. Is that what happens, Vivi? We move the clocks forward? Oh, we fall back? Okay, we fall back. Okay, spring is forward. Okay, we spring forward and fall, we fall back. So we lose an hour or we gain an hour? We lose an hour. We lose an hour of sleep. And honey, that hour of sleep be whooping my butt. Yes, Yolanda.
We gain our with fall. We lose our with the spring. We have
Okay, we gain an hour.
short,
She said we gain an
longer
hour.
nights per day in the fall.
We
And
lose
then
an hour of daylight, but we gain an hour of sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have longer nights.
Okay. Yeah, so longer night. Well, I mean, I guess no, that's not bad. I mean, I get an extra hour. Okay. Well, hopefully I can take it. Can one of y'all close this doodle poll? Well, let me see. Naya put a poll up there. What does that poll talk about? Because I can't see it.
What organ in the body filters blood?
All right. Well, I love that, Naya. We got some polls up there. Naya, why don't you read out the questions for us?
Yes, we have a few trivia questions. Oh wait, did it end? Oh wait,
I think you ended it.
no, I think it was on the time thingy.
No, Vivian just pushed end and it ended it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Can you set it back up? Put it back up.
Mm.
Once
All
you lose
right,
it-
so we have a few
Okay.
trivia questions in the chat. We have one. What organ in the body filters blood and removes toxins?
Toxin. Oh, you and that retainer, honey. You're gonna have to practice before you come back into this section. Because not toxins. Oh my goodness. All right.
All
What
right, we
organ
have
in
a
the body
few. We got three
filters
people
toxins?
going on. All right, we're gonna read off the questions and then in 5 minutes, when we check on
We'll
the
give the
carrots,
answers.
you will give the answers. All right.
All right.
Question number 2, true or false? Drinking water can help improve digestion.
All right. I think
Okay.
I'm gonna give that a big, yeah, of course.
All right, and
Am I
number
not supposed to answer the
3,
questions?
garlic contains allicin. What's one of its main health benefits?
Ooh.
Okay. Number 4, what mineral is the most important for strong bones? And lastly, which vitamin is known as the sunshine vitamin?
Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. I think I know that one.
See,
All right. Yeah, I think that would be it. Yep, Mary, see. All right. So let's see. Who knows the answer to number 1?
All
People
right.
are
Let's see.
answering.
We
I
have
see
we
the
have 4. We got a few people. We'll give you guys a couple more minutes, then we'll go ahead and go over the answers.
I love polls. All right. How many minutes do we have left for our carrots?
4.
All right. Oh gosh, I've been talking that long. Nice as I've been talking. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so back to Dr. Rita Hargrave. Big shout out to Dr. Rita Hargrave. She gave a really good mind, body, and spirit presentation yesterday on sleep and the health benefits of sleep and some of the and tools and tricks that you could do to just really help yourself get a good night's rest. And one of those things is like turning off your devices, really eliminating the devices. At least I think she said like an hour or so before bed. I need to do better at that because sometimes I'll just be looking at my phone, just going through stuff. I think we have become completely addicted to our phones. And then I'm also like a sleep with my TV on type person. That's another thing that I do that's probably not the best thing. So I have to get better about sleeping. But that's one thing, sometimes I have problems falling asleep, but not really. It's just a matter of like actually getting to bed and going to bed. But honey, once my eyes close, it's just a matter of time. I'm knocked out. Now, what I do have an issue with is I cannot sleep past 5:30 in the morning. So I got that, yeah, I got that bug. You know, you get a certain age and it's like you can't sleep until 7, and it's just like a no-go. Your body is just like, no, we're gonna get up. We gotta get up. And so now whether or not I get up, you know, I might get up and go to the restroom, and I probably should just get up and stay up and then start my workout. Sometimes I go back to bed, sometimes I stay up. But yeah, I definitely don't sleep past 5:30 in the morning, which is why it's important for me to go to bed a little bit earlier, because it's really good to have uninterrupted sleep. So being able to sleep and go back, but having a good, you know, 6, 7, 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep is what's really important, because there's different stages of sleep. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and answer our questions. Now I want you, let's get the first one. So what's that first question? Let's read it over
All
again.
right, so I'm going to end the poll. Do. All right, so the first question was, what organ in the body filters blood and removes toxins?
Anybody want to answer
Let me
that question
view
before?
the details.
Gloria wants to answer it. Gloria, what's the answer?
Your kidneys. Is that right?
Is that it? Yep, that's it. Yep, good job, Gloria. All right. What's the second question, Naya? She got to play around with her headphone a little bit. Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right,
There we go.
yes, Miss Gloria. So the answer to that was
It's your kidneys. And then we're on
the
question number
liver.
2.
It is the
Was it
liver.
is it the liver? I was thinking.
Yes, the liver
Yeah,
helps remove
that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh,
toxins.
you're saying kidneys?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
You
she said
sure?
kidney. And you said yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I thought it was the
so
liver too. I would have answered the liver.
no. Who we had answer
So
right
what do the
was
kidneys do?
whoever was
Sorry.
right was guest Dr. B.D. Parker and Nixon58@gmail. You all said liver. What do the kidneys do?
Yeah,
Kidneys
we're gonna look that up.
function. The kidneys are a filtration system. They're maintaining the blood's health and balance. The kidneys filter waste. They do not remove toxins, they filter it.
They filter it. Okay, so the kidneys filter it, the liver removes it.
Yeah.
Got it. So everybody has their job, honey. Do your job, body parts, okay? All right, let's go on to number 2 so we can check
Question
this.
number 2, true or false, drinking water can help improve digestion. And of course, we all know that to be true.
True.
Without water, you know, digestion starts getting a little slow. It starts getting a little iffy.
Yeah,
without
it
the
gets a little
water.
iffy. Gets a
You
little
need
thick.
some water.
Gets a little thick up in there, honey. We need to help that waste filter out. Okay, help your kidneys and your liver do its job by drinking lots of water.
Yes.
And
then
well, you know, enough water. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Question number 3 is garlic contains allicin. What's one of this many main health benefits? And so for that question, which is question number 3, from Dr. D.B. Parker, we have anti-inflammatory. From Dion, good for your heart. Guess lowers blood sugar. And Rose G. Pebbles helps reduce blood pressure. And all of you all are correct. Yes, it does.
Yes.
The garlic can help support heart health, fight infection, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, yes, you guys are all right.
It's just anti.
anti all germs. Antibacterial. Which it is. I didn't just make that up. All right, question number 4. What mineral is most important for strong bones? Does anybody want to answer?
Calcium. Calcium, right? Oh.
Calcium.
Yeah.
Yes, and all of you guys who answered were correct. It is calcium.
All
All right.
right.
And our last question is, which vitamin is known as the sunshine vitamin?
St.
D.
Mary C blurted that. Yep.
D as in dog.
Yes, it is vitamin D. Thank you all so much for participating in our lovely trivia questions. And sorry for
I love the trivia questions, Naya.
I try to mix it up, I try to mix it
Okay,
up.
girl. You got this. All right.
All right,
So
let's
yeah, I love
check
the
on our
trivia.
carrots.
Thank you for everybody participating in the trivia. We had a lot of time while we were roasting. Oh, my carrots are looking good. Oh, yes. Garlic is looking good. The carrots are looking good. That was just enough time. All right. So this is what my carrots are looking like, and I can almost guarantee you that when I flip it over, and look at how pretty that looks when you put it flat side down to get all those surfaces covered. I know, right? Aren't they so pretty? That's beautiful. Let's see, when you cut them all around the same size, they're going to cook at a pretty decent rate. Well, so that's probably not the proper word, but they're going to cook evenly. How about that? All right, look how pretty that is, okay? So while we're letting those cool just a little bit, I'm just going to move this over to my stove, and then we're going to get our food processor or our blender out. And we're going to get ready to mix it all up, okay? So the remaining ingredients that we need to add are our beans. So whether they're butter beans or white beans or navy beans or whatever, you need your beans, you need your food processor, you need your
Ginger
oil, ginger, thank you,
and lemon juice.
and lemon juice. You see, my brain was like, or I'm working through these things. All right, so I have my ginger that we're going to cut up into pieces because we want to help the food processor. All right, we have our lemon juice and we have our beans. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my beans. Into that container. And then I really like to use a spoon for my ginger. So when I peel my ginger, I just like to make it really easy. And I know you guys can see me from the front. I just take a spoon and drag it down this way. And let's see. Let me move my phone so you guys can see it because my food processor might be in the way. Can you all see my hand? Can you see that, Naya? Let me see. I can't get this. Oh, well, I did something. Vivi, I can't get the doodle poll. Can you guys remove the doodle poll off the thing? I can't get it off of my thing though. I don't know how to. It's okay. All right, cool.
You can just leave it like that.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. All right. All right, so it says about 1 inch. So I'm going to cut that in half. I'm going to cut this up into smaller pieces just to help. And I'm going to throw that inside of there. I like ginger, so you may want a little more ginger or a little less. All right, so then I have my lemon juice. And I'm going to squeeze my lemon juice into my food processor. I'm not going to do the whole. Well, I will. You guys can't really see that, can you? There we go. All right, so I have my lemon juice, my ginger, my beans. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add in my carrots.
And a little bit of olive oil.
And a little bit of olive oil. Thank you, Naya, because I probably would have forgot. And so the beans is going to help with the creaminess. And that garlic, make sure you get that roasted garlic in there. And I would absolutely, like, if you still have like a little bit of oil on your pan, try to get all that in there. It's going to add more flavor. All right. And then we're going to add in 2 tablespoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I feel like I got a 1, 2, 3. And you already know I barely measure. I just stop when the ancestors say stop, okay? And now we're going to go ahead and blend. Now we're going to blend this for a couple of minutes until it gets nice and creamy. It's plugged up.
Oh.
Now I'm just going to check it now. Give it a little taste. So now you want to taste it to see if it needs any more salt or any more seasonings. Top back on because it still needs to blend down a little bit. All right, I feel like that's really good. It's a lot more smooth now, if you guys can see that. right, it's a nice smooth consistency. I'm going to go ahead and oh, here we go.
Shout out to Richard Williams joining us on Facebook. He said, "This is an awesome show. I really
Thank
appreciated
you.
the ginger peel idea. Way easier than cutting most of the ginger away with a knife."
Yeah. Yeah, use your spoon, Richard. It's way
I'm
easier.
glad you enjoyed the trivia, and I believe you got everything except for the first question right.
All right, so we have all of our. Now, one thing that I would say, because like when I make hummus, one thing that I really like to do after my hummus is made, even though this is not hummus, the carrot dip. So you want to kind of smooth it out like this. Smooth it, and then you may want to then go in and add a little bit more olive oil on top. Now this is extra, so if you don't have any more oil, you don't worry about it. Add a little bit more oil. And then where's the cumin? Or Irma? The cumin and the paprika? And then I like to shake a little cumin and paprika on top just for a little razzle dazzle. Right? So I add a little bit of oil. And then I may, thank you. And then I might just add a little bit of extra cumin right on top for a little extra flavor. Especially if we're using it like a dip, right? So we're just going to add a little bit of extra cumin. And a little extra paprika. I'll just shake it right out the container. Just a little bit. All right. And now we have our beautiful carrot dip that we can eat with, you can eat it with some bagel chips, which is what I'm gonna do. Some pita bread. You can put it on a sandwich, as Naya said. Some type of vegetable wrap. You can cut up some more carrots. But we're gonna have it with a little bit of chips. So pita chips would be great. Pita bread would be amazing. Or some vegetables, some cut up veg. And I can do that now. How many folks are done? Are you guys finished with your carrot dip? And this is a very creative way to eat carrots, to make yourself a nice healthy dip or a spread for a sandwich or something to throw on top of a goddess bowl. As you know, we like to make one for every season that we're in. Make sure that you're saving your scraps. I'm just gonna make some carrot sticks that we can eat with our dip. They don't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna peel them. Now this is where I peel.
Look at this quick and easy, healthy snack.
Quick and easy, healthy snack. I'm a snacker. So I've learned, like, if I'm gonna snack, I need to be snacking on things that are good for me and that are healing my body. Okay. But sometimes I just want a little snack and we're done. And it's so beautiful. It's really pretty. Who else is done? Tanya, you know what's so funny? So I see you got your camera on, but your screensaver is on. You have on something so it's like I kind of see your face and the silhouette. Like I can tell you have your camera on, but I still see your picture. Come closer to the camera. Put your face closer to the camera. We can't, yeah, we can kind of see you, but kind of not. Yeah.
That's a strong background.
Your background has got you beat. Your background is like, no, it's us. All right, so here's the carrot dip, and here are my little snackies to eat on the side.
We got a few people
Let's see.
scraping out their blender. Yes, I'm talking about you, Miss Gloria. I see you over there taking all that yumminess out.
She's like, I can see you scraping, girl.
I think it's too thick. I gotta add something.
Yeah, you can add a little bit more water, lemon juice.
You can or some oil or a little bit of oil.
Yes, or oil.
Okay.
So make sure you guys are taking pictures of your dishes and sending them in to us so we can brag on you on our social media. All right, so now everybody, let's dig in. Irma, Vivi, come try some carrot dip.
Love some.
So you always have to watch. You don't get to eat. You or Naya. Super yummy.
Do you taste the garlic and the ginger?
I definitely taste the ginger. I could have added like 4 more cloves of garlic though. I taste the ginger. Carrots are super yummy. I definitely could have added more garlic. It's good though. It's really good.
And do note, with most vegetables, you can make this into a dip. So you guys can get creative. You can make a roasted broccoli dip if that's your thing. Get creative in the kitchen. This only took a few ingredients, really. There was some filler ingredients. You guys mix and match and get creative.
This is super yummy. I like it. You know, I'm just a garlic girl.
Delicious from B.
Oh, any vegetable.
Any roasted vegetable, yeah. Roasted, yeah.
Yeah, you can roast any vegetable.
So any vegetable that you can think of, you can completely separate, replace the carrot and use. So whatever, you know, sometimes we have extra vegetables, roast them, make a dip.
I had to use yams because I'm allergic to carrots.
Oh yeah, yams is good.
Yeah.
And I was saying that some yam, you know, yams, sweet potato, and yams. And just so y'all know, Thanksgiving is coming up. Yams and sweet potatoes are not the same thing, folks.
They are two different things.
Two different things.
Two different
This
colors.
says sweet potatoes.
We grow up thinking that yams and sweet potatoes are the same things, but they're not, which is really interesting. I always did. I always
That's
thought
why
yams
they have different names.
they look the same, but they kind of taste similar. I always thought they were the same thing. Anywho, any questions or anybody want to share? Anybody else have any substitutions?
Can you tell us what the difference between the yams and the sweet potatoes? Because I thought they were the same. So.
Yams and sweet potatoes are different plant species, despite often being confused and mislabeled. Yams are starchy, dry tubers with rough brown bark-like skin and mild earthy flavor, while sweet potatoes are sweeter, moister of a root vegetable. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this diagram for you all, so you can analyze what is the difference between a yam and a sweet potato.
But there is but there is a difference, oddly enough.
But the yams, hold on, when I pull up this picture, you guys will see, like you can tell the difference. Yeah. Okay, so for this, oh, is it gonna enlarge? For this, I don't know, sweet potatoes are more shaped like this, and then the ones with the barky skin are more of a yam.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So a lot of times y'all making yam potato pie. Y'all thinking you making sweet potato pie, but you're
Yes, yes, that's true. Oh well, who knew?
Y'all making yam pie.
So here's another good picture. Make sure it takes us to something. So the yam is like this, is a white flesh. Sweet potato has a darker orange flesh.
Now those yams, sometimes we have the yams at the farmer's market. Those are the ones when you cut it, it's white inside, but it is a little sweet. Those make some good French fries. Yeah, they make good fries. They're in the air fryer.
So yeah, you guys, go ahead and analyze all your sweet potatoes. All right, so let's see who can tell the difference. Is which is a yam and which is a sweet potato, the orange or the yellow one?
I think the one with the purple one is a sweet potato. The one looks more purple, and the other one is a yam. The orange one is a yam.
I think the purple one is a yam, and this one is
is it sweet potato?
Let me see. Let's see. Let's scroll down. I'm sure it's further. Oh, I thought they was gonna give us the answer. Yam variety, Chinese yellow. Let me see. Yeah, I believe because it says yam versus sweet potato, so I will believe the yam will be first.
That's the yam over there, yeah.
And this is the sweet
Interesting. Okay, well, I stand corrected. Oh, all right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. I appreciate you all. Now, hopefully you enjoyed this carrot dip. It's super yummy. I like it. Do you guys like it? Is it yum? Good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, now you have a nice healthy dip to eat when you just want to snack on something. Because like I said, I'm a snacker, so I could eat like literally a bowl of this with some carrot sticks and maybe a couple of little chips or some flatbread or something like that, or put it on a spread. I keep envisioning this on a collard green wrap. We need to
that
make
sounds
collard
so
green
good.
wraps.
I've been making wraps instead of sandwiches, and
Yeah.
they're much more enjoyable. So yeah, I would highly suggest this as a spread.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you, Naya, and thank you, Irma, and thank you, Bibina, and thank all of you all for being here and supporting this programming brought to you by the Good Life Program for Health, Good Life Programming for Healthy Aging and UC Davis Alzheimer's Disease Center of the East Bay, California Department of Health. And we will see you all tomorrow. Michael's class is Michael's class? Okay.
Recorded.
All right, you guys. Okay. You guys have a beautiful day. Have an awesome weekend. Get outside and get some fresh air. Get a little brisk walk in. Get some exercise. All right, you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Last 70 years.